I'm clicking hypnosis. Please. YouTube, today is the start of a brand new ladder season, and you know what? We used Poliwag on the last time the ladder restarted, and we're gonna try out this Poliwag team, very similar to that Poliwag, but definitely some different moves right here. We'll see how it goes though. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, ready to help me out. If you want to check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description, and if you want to grab the rental code while it's available, make sure you grab while you can. But I don't know how this is gonna go. This could go really well, or this could go absolutely horrible, but let's find out. Let's get started and play some games. Regieleki, Tornadus, Calyx, Ice Rider, Groudon, Charizard, and Umbreon. Okay, we have the Cali Ice team that Hirofumi used to get top 16 at the Japan National Championship. Now, this matchup is a little bit confusing right here because I actually don't know what exactly I want to bring, because there is the Cali Ice, which is a pretty big threat overall to my team. I am really liking Landorus, would be really nice here, but the thing is, there is the Cali Ice, which is very scary, of course. Do I have Taunt on the Whimsicott? Taunt on the Whimsicott would be nice here. I do not have Taunt. Okay. Do I even have a way to really stop it? Not really. Okay, I think what I'm going to actually lead, it's going to probably be surprising, but I do not expect him to bring the Umbreon. It doesn't really make sense against my team. It really doesn't accomplish anything. Charizard I could see. Cali Ice is more likely. I think Tornadus is a very likely Pokemon here. I think Tornadus would be a very fair one right here. So Tornadus, maybe Regieleki right here. Groudon, Cali Ice is what I'm leaning towards. Because Eleki is actually pretty strong against my team, but they do have to watch out for Landorus. I'm going to go with Poliwag plus Zacian because I think I could get... because I think this gives me the best spread moves to hit the Cali Ice specifically. And then in the back, I'm going to go with Whimsicott and Kyogre. This might not be the best strategy, and I could definitely see it failing right here, but I could definitely catch them off guard with the Poliwag and maybe make them think, oh, I could probably target the other slot instead. So that's what I'm going to try and accomplish. So let's see if that's going to actually work out here, because I do see myself being able to go for a really good Behemoth Blade turn, but we'll find out. It is going to be a Regieleki plus the Tornadus, which is not too surprising to me. Okay. Versus my Poliwag and my Zacian. My opponent might be thinking like, what the heck, there's a Poliwag right here, but yep, we are bringing our Poliwag. Now the only problem is, how bulky was my Zacian? I should be, yeah, I'm actually like a pretty bulky Zacian, so I should be able to live one, I think, max rising voltage right here. So I'm actually going to go for an Icy Wind right here into my opponent, and I think I'm just going to go for a Behemoth Blade right off the bat into the Tornadus. There could be an Electroweb here, which is fine. If they go for Electroweb, I get an Icy Wind off into the Regieleki. Anyway, if they go for the Tailwind, that's fine. I have the Whimsicott in the back, and I could try a sub Tailwind later in the game. My only problem is that Cali Ice is still going to be very frustrating to handle. This could be Electroweb plus Icy Wind, but that's really not that difficult, because if the Tornadus goes down, I just can Tailwind it with my own Whimsicott, because the Tornadus on this team doesn't run the Vocasash variant. So we're going to see Eleki Dynamax, which is a pretty good situation right here. I imagine they're going to ignore the Poliwag entirely. I imagine they're going to focus down the Zacian. And if they focus down the Zacian, that is completely fine by me. I can definitely see a very strong position with a Kyogre in the later parts of this game. So we are going to see the Dynamax come out from the Regieleki right here. And we're going to see probably that Tailwind come out from Tornadus. No, it actually goes on the offense here, which is... They went for a max lightning into Poliwag. They really are like, oh, I don't know what the Poliwag does. I'm afraid of it. I'm going to target it right away. But yeah, Poliwag does have that Focus Sash. We are able to get an Icy Wind off, which is actually really big. Now our Zacian outspeeds the Eleki, which is really nice here. And yeah, we are going to be able to get a Icy Wind and a Behemoth Blade combination off into my opponent right here. So goodbye Tornadus. Didn't get the Tailwind up. Wasn't sure what I was going to do right here. So went for the double up here. But yeah, because the Dynamax, no damage to my Zacian, an Icy Wind into the Eleki. So that Eleki going to be slowed down right here. Now my Zacian's faster than the Eleki. How offensive is my Zacian? Probably doesn't KO the Eleki, I imagine, in this situation, especially I think the Eleki had bulk on this team. Groudon going to come in, which is a very unique choice right here, but oh boy, there could be some fun stuff right here. There could be some fun stuff. For instance, I do have Helping Hand here, and Helping Hand does seem like really strong right here, because I can Helping Hand Behemoth Blade there, Eliki, and you know what? Let's go for the Helping Hand Behemoth Blade right here into that Eliki, which I assume is probably not protecting. Maybe trying to attempt an Airstream and a Poliwag and a Precipice Blades is what I'm expecting right here. So we're able to get a Helping Hand Behemoth Blade off into the Eliki. Oh boy, I do not think they were expecting this combination, because goodbye to Eliki right there. Eliki gets blown back by the Behemoth Blade. So Eliki goes down. Groudon can take 2 knockouts, but at this point it's isolated. Kyogre in the back is looking really good with the Water Spout. I still have Dynamax available. Yeah, it's just looking really difficult for them. A Precipice Blade is going to come out into the Poliwag and the Zacian. Zacian able to take that extremely well. And at this point, I don't see them really being able to do much, because Kyogre is going to come out here, click Water Spout, and the Behemoth Blade is going to be fired off here. The Zacian, or the Cali Ice, does come out, but at this point it might be a little bit too late right here. Unless the Groudon, I guess, lives a Water Spout right here, it could go for a Protect and a Precipice Blades. But then again, I just Dynamax the Kyogre next turn. I click Tail. I don't even have to click Tail, and there's no way that these Pokemon are faster than my Kyogre without the Choice Scarf right here. So yeah, just Water Spout right here. Just go for Behemoth Blade. It's a very safe play overall. The only way, I guess, if Groudon crits. But yeah, battle's gonna be forfeited. They kind of respected the Poliwag, but the Poliwag still put it to work. That is absolutely hilarious. Was not expecting that combination. I kind of really wanted to see if I could get an Endeavor off, but not meant to be, it looks like. But huge Icy Wind turn 1. They didn't get Tailwind up, which was fantastic, and I was able to play a really aggressive game afterward. Especially the Icy Wind slowing down the Eliki, Helping Hand Behemoth Blade. I was able to clear 2 Pokemon out there, and then I got a free switch to Kyogre, click Water Spout. It was pretty much a wrap from there. Raichu, Ferrothorn, Lapras, Ho-Oh, Xerneas, Crocodile. Definitely one more unique team right here. One that's actually really weak to Kartana. That's actually kind of strange. Yeah, this team is actually really weak to Kartana now that I think about it. Let's see, what do I want to go here? Because I like the Poliwag quite a bit here. I think Poliwag is actually pretty strong. I want to go with Poliwag plus the Kyogre right off the bat. Yeah, I like that a lot, because I think I have quite a bit of potential right here with Icy Wind, which is really good here with the Poliwag. Do I have Encore on this? No, it's Endeavor. Okay. Endeavor Hypnosis. Okay, it should still be fine though. I think Poliwag plus Kyogre is still a very fair lead here. With Zacian and Kartana in the back looking really solid. Landorus doesn't really help me out too much right here. Whimsicott, I could see myself being useful right here, but the thing is, I feel like I outspeed my opponent's team for the most part anyway, especially with like how it's built. So I really feel like I could just out pressure right here. I don't think I really need Whimsicott here. The Dynamax here, it's a little bit confusing, but I guess we'll just see what they decide to lead here. It's going to be Raichu Lapras, which is completely fine. All right. So Raichu Lapras leads against Poliwag plus the Kyogre here. Probably just going to be, I guess, Fake Out Resonance into the Poliwag slot, I guess. I don't know really what else I would say here, but yeah, I think my play here is to just go for maybe a Blind Hypnosis immediately. I don't mind going for the Blind Hypnosis immediately here. I don't want to switch in Kartana. I could switch in Zacian, I guess, because they're going to fake out the Poliwag probably. I think they're way more scared of Poliwag than anything. I guess Zacian's not a bad play here. Yeah, I guess I don't need to sacrifice the Poliwag just yet. I'm going to go for a Water Spout right here into the Raichu, and I'm just going to go out into my Zacian right here. Because Poliwag, I like the speed control for later, which I think is really useful. So we'll go out into our Zacian. They can't go for Max Lightning in this position because of the fact that Max Lightning, of course, is going to get redirected by the Raichu if it stays in. I really imagine this is fake out because they probably are like, oh, what does Poliwag do? But they might also like know what it can do, and Hypnosis is definitely a play I could do in the Lapras, and they really don't want me to get a Hypnosis off in the Lapras. That would be a really bad position for them. So I imagine it's a Fake Out and Resonance combo right here. I'd imagine Resonance. I guess they could go for Geyser, but I don't think they would. I'm going to see the Fake Out come out into, yep, the Poliwag slot. Perfect. So I'm able to get the Water Spout off into Raichu in 2-shot, which is really good here. I gotta make sure, I mean, I have Kartana, so I'm not really as worried about Ferrothorn right here. I'm not really worried about the Lapras either. I feel like just stalling out for Dynamax Kartana is gonna be really good. Yep, Resonance does come out. This should always be into the Zacian slot. Yep, perfect. And yeah, basically I got the perfect turn right here. I'm able to be in a really solid position right here. I can go for a Water Spout, just pressure the Raichu slot. And I imagine Ferrothorn's coming in. I think Ferrothorn's coming in, but I don't want to target it. I just don't have a reason to target it. because I do have Kartana in the back as well as Zacian. I'm just going to stall out some max turns, which I think is way more valuable to me. I'm going to sub here, and I'm just going to make sure that the Raichu never gets a nuzzle off. I don't care if the Raichu switches out here, which it probably is. I imagine Fair Form is coming in, but no, they sacked the Raichu. Okay, perfect. Maybe, yeah, this is perfect for me because I'm able to get rid of Raichu. I'm able to get a sub up so my Zacian is protected. All right, really ideal here. So Raichu does go down. Very, very nice here. I get a sub up with my Zacian. So if they do go for a Max Geyser trying to attempt to KO the Zacian, I basically just absorb the attack and they go into Kyogre. I got a free sub. So Max Geyser is going to be fired off into the Zacian slot. Perfect. And yeah, it really is not going to be able to do much right here. Excellent, excellent. If they bring in Fair Form, I don't even care if they Iron Defense set up. I do have my, what's it called? I do have Kartana. I have Sacred Sword Pressure. I have a Poliwag, I guess. Ho going to come in, which is very interesting here. Okay. I'm going to sub here with my Zacian. Do I sub here or do I just protect? I mean, the Ho can't Dynamax is the thing. The thing is, I do really have to get rid of this Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is going to be really annoying for the rest of my team. It might be worth my Dynamax here, but I mean, Ho-Oh might protect here too. I could see myself just doubling it, but I mean, doubling it is not that bad. I have a second Steel type. But I really don't want to target into protect and Lapras. You know what? I'm just going to sub here. I'm just going to sub here and click Water Spout. I think that's fine. They have to double my Zacian to pick up the knockout, so I think it's like a completely safe play. I just get Kartana in. This is the last turn to Dynamax. Water Spout still does a fantastic amount to Ho too. We're gonna see sub come out from the Zacian. Let's find out what you're gonna go for with the Ho-Oh. It's gonna be a Brave Bird into Kyogre. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable for me here. Yeah, like that does a lot of damage because it's a critical hit, but that means you take more recoil right here. And the Lapras, oh, it's a berry on Ho-Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting that one. I gotta make sure. That means, did they double my Kyogre? Max Geyser into, I think this is Zacian still. Yeah, it's still Zacian. Okay, all right, I don't mind this. I really don't mind this. I want to save Kyogre because I think Kyogre still has very big value to me here. That was 3 turns, so I think this is Light Clay Lapras most likely. I think my play is just to always just go for Behemoth Blade off into the Ho slot, and I think I'm just hard switching to Poliwag. I think if anything, the Ho was probably either protecting or swapping out here, mainly just because the fact is I could threaten him with a Dynamax right here, but if it doesn't and just attacks here, sure, I can Endeavor the next turn and have some fun right here, I guess. We're gonna get Behemoth Blade off. No protects. Okay, so they went on the aggressive for the attacks here, which is fine. Behemoth Blade into the Ho-Oh. Does some okay damage. Maybe it's Recover here. Recover's a little bit annoying, but no, just Brave Bird again. Okay, perfect. So you're taking more recoil. Absolutely fine here. Poliwag gonna be brought down to 1 HP. And I guess I could go for an Endeavor combination into the Lapras, which is really nice here. Hydro Pump gonna be fired off into my Zacian. Okay, perfectly acceptable. So Zacian goes down. I am very, very happy about this situation, I'd imagine. Because now I can just go out into my Kartana right here. And I think Kartana is a very strong pick right here. And just go for an Airstream into the Ho-Oh slot. And I'm going to go for a... Let's see. I always Airstream. Or do I Knuckle here? Knuckle should KO the Ho-Oh unless it protects. But Ho-Oh should always be switching out. So I think I just Knuckle the Ho-Oh. Because Life Orb should definitely KO even through screens. And then I think I Endeavor here the Lapras. I'm pretty sure I could go for Hypnosis. Doesn't really help me here. I could go for, I mean, I could also just Steel Spike Endeavor the Lapras too, because I think Ho is probably going to switch out. But my opponent hasn't really exactly made the safest plays here. But you know what? I'm just going to go for, you know what? I'll just make the Steel Spike play. I'm going to make the Steel Spike play. I feel like Ho might actually switch out here because, oh no, it stays in. Okay. Are you going to protect? As long as I don't get Sacred Fire crit, I'm fine. If they burn me, it's annoying, but it's like not that bad. But as long as they don't crit me, I think it's okay here. So we're going to Dynamax our Kartana. I guess this could be Ice Shard Lapras, but I really doubt it on this team. But we'll find out, I guess. It's going to be a Endeavor coming out. Okay, Ho, no, not protecting. So Endeavor into the Lapras. I do get the combination off with the Steel Spike. I went for the Steel Spike in case they actually did attack with the Ho, because they've been playing a little bit aggressive with the Ho-Oh, which is why I decided just to target down the Lapras. But yeah, we are able to get the Steel Spike boost right here. And let's see what they're going to go for with the Ho-Oh right here. As Beast Boost going to come out. I guess if it's Crocodile, this is actually a little bit annoying. We're going to find out what did they go for here. It's going to be Sacred Fire into the Kartana, but it takes no damage right here. No burn. Rain does stop, however. I am a little bit concerned. If this is Crocodile in the back, it's not exactly my favorite position ever. Let's see if it's Crocodile in the back. If it's Crocodile, I might just sack Kyogre. No, it's Xerneas. Okay, perfect. I should just win the game here. Yeah, I should just win the game here. I'm going to go for an Airstream into the Ho-Oh slot. Yeah, Airstream in the Ho-Oh slot. I always KO the Ho-Oh. And then I'm going to go for a Icy Wind into the Xerneas to make sure that it's slower than my Kartana always. And that should always just seal the game here. Xerneas is going to protect. Excellent. So I just win the game right here because I KO Ho-Oh to protect anyway. And then I can go for Helping Hand Steel Spike into the Xerneas slot. So they did play very aggressive with the Ho-Oh, but it still ended up working out because thankfully no crit into Kartana. Burn was even okay because I was +1 at that point, and I would still been able to knock out the Ho in that position. I would have had enough boost to KO the Xerneas afterward anyway. I think even through the Light Clay and all the other factors, especially with Helping Hand, Steel Spike. So yeah, there wasn't really much. I feel like I was in a danger zone right there. Yeah, so nice. We are going to be able to go for a Steel Spike right here into the Xerneas, and let's go for that Helping Hand. I can't imagine Xerneas ever being Focus Sash. Well, even if it's Focus Sash or Babiri Berry, it means it doesn't have Geomancy. It can't go for Geomancy, so I just always like the Xerneas puts on no pressure here. Man, getting destroyed by a Poliwag does that to players. But yeah, I felt like I had really good control of that game. There wasn't really much my opponent could do. I got the turn 1 right, absolutely, and because they were really fearing what the Poliwag did, they really didn't respect the Kyogre. They didn't know I was Scarf, to be fair, as well, but yeah, I was just able to KO the Raichu. No Fairform brought was interesting, but I guess they really hated my double steel types right there. And yeah, I'm actually surprised they brought Xerneas because Xerneas felt like it really didn't do that much, but overall, I'm not complaining. It really did not do anything, and gave my Kartana just an opening. I was just only worried about Crocodile being Choice Scarf and Bulldoze endgame. Zacian, Kyogre, Thundurus, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, and Rillaboom. Okay, a pretty offensive team right here. Not really needing the Whimsicott here, I don't think. Kartana really good against their team. Zacian, of course, just super strong here. I really actually like Poliwag plus the Zacian lead because I can do some pretty cheeky things, I think, towards my opponent. They don't really have the best answers to it. I kind of want to lead Kartana, but the thing about Kartana lead is I don't want to lead Kartana even into like Grimmsnarl, Kyogre, which would be theoretically an ideal lead until the Grimmsnarl reveals the trick, or if Thunder Waves my Kartana and then I'm like put in a really awful spot. So I think the game plan is to get rid of that Grimmsnarl right away. So I'll go Poliwag plus Zacian right here, which I think is a very safe lead, and then Kyogre and Kartana in the back. Dynamax Kartana is definitely what I'm looking at to sweep this endgame. In order to accomplish that, I don't know if they'll bring in Incineroar. They probably have to. Thundurus is not really that big of a concern right here, but if they lead Thundurus plus Zacian, which I would hope they not against my team, but they definitely could. If they do, then I'm probably going to have to go Kyogre and click Hypnosis right here, which isn't exactly great, especially if the Thundurus carries the Lumberry on this team. I don't know. I feel like they do, but I'm not 100%. It's either going to be Lumberry or Life Orb, but Kyogre can run Life Orb on this team, but it could be a Solvus too. There's so many different item choices. Oh boy, it's Thundurus Zacian time. It's Thundurus Zacian time. Okay, actually there is another play that I do have right here. My Zacian's faster than their Zacian. Oh, that's really good information to note. Okay, hold on. One thing I need to make sure of. What is my Zacian attack stat? That's actually really important for me right here. Not much. Helping Hand Behemoth Blade could probably KO the... I don't think it knocks out the Thundurus, unfortunately. No, it doesn't guarantee knock out the Thundurus. If it did, I would go for it right here. But it definitely, I do not think it does. So, that's a little bit tricky. I might have to go for the Hypnosis play here then. Which the thing is, if it's Lumberry on the thing, I'm not really liking it too much here. So, I think... Helping Hand Behemoth Blade, their Zacian isn't too bad. You know what? Let's go for the Helping Hand Behemoth Blade and the Zacian. At least I'll pick up the knock on the Zacian. I'm just not picking up the knock on the Thundurus, which I would really like here. The only question is, what are they doing the following turn? The thing is that they have Rillaboom in the back. That means I don't think they have Kyogre. But if they don't have Kyogre... Well, no, if they have Rillaboom in the back, I don't think they have Incineroar. If they don't have Incineroar, Cortana can just clean up shop in the end game. If they bring out Kyogre, then I can go for Hypnosis into the Thundurus as a backup. So I don't think we're going to see any protects. I'm pretty sure we're just going to see straight up aggression right here. As we do go for the Helping Hand Behemoth Blade, we are going to be able to knock out their Zacian at least, which is a pretty big factor. So let's see. Goodbye Zacian right here, as Zacian is eliminated. And let's see, Thundurus, what are you doing here, buddy? What are you clicking? It's going to be a Airstream coming out into the Poliwag. So Poliwag is going to be brought down to the Focus Sash. I think Poliwag is fast enough to outspeed the Thundurus, even at +1 if I do have the Swiss Swim available. Let's see, item, it's Life Orb. Okay, so not Lumberry, pretty big. But if it's Rillaboom coming in, I mean, that's fine, right? I could just click Helping Hand again if I want to. Oh, they actually brought out Kyogre. Wait. Okay, I need to know this speed interaction. Poliwag, how fast are you, buddy? How fast are you? Swimming Tadpole right here. 156? No way we don't outspeed. Okay. We're going for our Behemoth Blade into the Thundurus, and we're gonna go for a Endeavor doesn't work here, right? If Endeavor works here, I don't know how Endeavor works with this mechanic. Well, no, because the Thundurus is +1 speed. I definitely don't want them getting Airstream again. I'm clicking Hypnosis. Please! Unlucky. Okay, I think I actually just straight up won. Actually, if I did hit that. The reason is because the Thundurus, now the Kyogre gets a single target water spout here. I'm definitely going down with my Zacian. Unlucky right there. Let's see. Unless we outspeed and get a crit, I suppose. We do outspeed the Kyogre still. That's a really slow Kyogre. Okay. Behemoth Blade being fired off into the Thundurus right here. So Thundurus is going to take a lot of damage. Okay. I kind of wish I targeted Kyogre now. I didn't want to Icy Wind and give them like a attack boost right there. So Water Spout, Zacian survives. Wow, I was not expecting that one. Okay, wait, hold on. This might not be over just yet. Cortana can come in. Maybe there's a chance. Airstream Water Spout's still gonna hurt like crazy, but yeah, there is maybe a chance here. I'm gonna go for a Max Overgrow into the Kyogre and protect the Zacian, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably my best play. Huh. Just a very interesting angle right here. I'm surprised. That Kyogre has to be a Soul Vest then. Like, that did no damage. A Mystic Water would have definitely got me, so I think it has to be a Soul Vest. It's usually like the only common Kyogre item you would see on this kind of team, especially if the Life Orb's on the Thundurus. So Dynamax the Cortana right here. Maybe we can get some maybe we'll find out. Can Cortana pull out this end game right here? We're gonna see a protect from the Zacian, which we have to. I don't know who they're Airstreaming. They could Airstream either slot here. I imagine it's gonna be the Cortana slot, but yeah, Airstream does come out in the Cortana. This is gonna do a decent amount right here. I should have one Water Spout, I want to say, since it's the Assault Vest Kyogre. But we'll find out. I have to protect the Zacian right here because it just always goes down right here, and if I don't survive, there's like no out here. I guess actually maybe there was an out. I had to go into Kyogre, and maybe Cortana was not the play here. It looks like lucky. Maybe my own Kyogre, since I'm Scarf, and it would force them to go for, I don't know. No, I don't think it would, because I think the Thundurus just clicks Airstream and then a Water Spout. Yeah, so I don't think I had an out there. Poliwag, you have to let me down, buddy. One Hypnosis. All I needed was one Hypnosis right there. Okay. I don't think I can win this. Maybe I could. No, Wild Charge is 100% KOing my Kyogre right here. I need to like I need them to either not click an attack with Thundurus or do something weird right here. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Thunder. I hope I live the Wild Charge. I guess I get the Thunder Para into their Kyogre, but yeah, unfortunately that's not gonna be the case here. The Kyogre does just go down to the Wild Charge. The Thundurus does go down here. Yeah, there wasn't much I could really do to reposition that. I really don't think I had an out right there. Water Spout just gonna finish off my Zacian. So yeah, I had to probably go for that Hypnosis. Again, if I had more attack on the Zacian, then I could have just went for a Helping Hand Behemoth Blade, but I do know the roll on like Thunduruses generally. And yeah, we have like very little attack on the Zacian, so we were not KOing by far into that Thundurus. We needed, you need to be like Jolly Max attack or like at least 76 animate usually, I'm pretty sure, in order to knock out a 4 HP Thunderous with a Helping Hand Behemoth Blade. So at +1, so that's why I didn't go for it. There's no point of going for like the roll right there and not getting it because you didn't know what kind of Thunderous that was. If it had a Lumbe set, I didn't want to make the thing. So I think the turn 1 was the best played. The turn 2, not really much I could expect. I mean, if I knew that if my Zacian's faster, I guess I could go for Helping Hand Behemoth Blade, I guess, in that case. But of course, you would have to know what the Kyra set is, and I just wouldn't know 100% on that. I also didn't even expect my Zacian to be faster, so I think I made probably the plays I think that I was most happy with, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work out right there 60% of the time. It does work out, though. Necrozma, Dustmane, Mimikyu, Calyx, Shadow Rider, Tapu Fini, and Sinnoh Real. What the heck is this team? This team looks so crazy right here. What am I supposed to expect right here? This is such a weird team, and I don't even know where to even start. I guess I go Poliwag plus Kyogre. Yeah, because there are a few things I could go for right here with the Water Spout, pressure-wise. And then in the back, kind of tricky. I think it's Zacian always. I think he always brings Zacian here, and I kind of want to bring Landorus because if they go for the Trick Room route, Landorus is not a bad pivot. Kartana would be really nice in this game. Tapu Fini could be a little bit of a pain right here, but yeah, let's just see how this is going to go because I'm not 100% certain like what they're going to do here. This looks like a Trick Room team, but then you got the Calyx Shadow Rider that's just really throwing me off right here. So I have no clue. Maybe it's like Scarf Calyx for like against Calyx Shadow Riders. We're going to see Mimikyu Calyx. Wait, this is really good for me. This is incredibly good for me. Kyogre plus Poliwag. Although I don't know if I knock out Mimikyu in one hit. It could be the Utility Umbrella sometimes they run. It's kind of rare, but also like Mimikyu has some really good special defense. And since this isn't like Mystic Water, yeah, we're probably not KOing right here. So we're going to go for the Icy Window to break a potential Focus Sash. We're going to go for that Water Spout though. We're going to try to put on as much pressure as we possibly can. Mimikyu could have revealed Protect here. Not a common move that I would see here. It is, oh, it is Choice Scarf Calyx. Okay. Huh. Okay. Huh. Did you really just double crit me? If I miss this, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, I do hit the Calyx. This is actually terrible position though. This is a terrible position. Water Spout gonna come out into the Calyx. I bet the Mimikyu has Shadow Sneak. I just don't see a reason why you wouldn't have Shadow Sneak on this team. So we're probably gonna see Shadow Sneak come out here, and yeah, we're gonna be in a pretty awful position afterward. I don't think Helping Hand Water Spout even KOs the Calyx at this range, which a big shame right here. But yeah, I am gonna go for a Helping Hand right here, and I'm gonna go for a Water Spout because they're probably just Shadow Seeking my. I imagine they Shadow Seek my Poliwag right here. So let's see. Also, that crit really stinks because I don't think I KO'd the Calyx because of it, but a Water Spout is going to come out into the Mimikyu. Wait, I did KO the Calyx. I'm actually surprised. Based on the damage, it looked really... I guess that was close. But unfortunately for me, I had to go for that because Calyx would have survived my hit anyway. That means Trick Room is probably coming out here, which is not great. We are going to see Trick Room, yeah. All right. Okay. Not pleasant. Very unpleasant because I probably didn't even have to go for that Helping Hand play if I didn't have to. But yeah, Necrozma gonna come in here. I have no idea what the Necrozma clicks. If it has Rock Slide, it probably clicks it. But I'm gonna go for an Endeavor, I suppose, into the Necrozma slot. I'm gonna switch out my Kyogre. I'm gonna go into Landorus right here for the Intimidate into their Necrozma. They disrespect the Poliwag and just like Sunsteel Strike by Kyogre. I get Endeavor off, and then that's actually really big here. Kind of wish I had Quick Attack because Quick Attack would help me here, but still not terrible. I imagine this is like Self-Shadow Sneak for Policy and something for Necrozma right here. Oh, they Protect. Okay. Very passive turns from them, which I'm a little bit surprised about. They do Shadow Sneak. They tar down the Poliwag. Okay, so they do respect the Poliwag at least. A Poliwag is going to go down here. Huh. All right. I really wish I had more health on the Kyogre because I want to Dynamax the Kyogre really badly here. I'm going out in a Zacian, I want to say. Yeah, I'm going to go on a Zacian. I'm going to go on a Zacian. And this is looking really tough. I mean, really tough. But I guess I'm going to try to U-turn out here and protect. I mean, I have no idea what they're exactly going to do here. A +1 Quake is just going to obliterate my Zacian though. I'm going to still have to hope that Necrozma is going to be physical, because if it's special, I'm absolutely screwed. But we'll see. We'll see. U-turn into the Necrozma. We're going to see a Dynamax come out. Okay, moment of truth. It could also Steel Spike my Landorus, but I don't really have much I could counterplay because I don't have like a switch there. I guess I could Dynamax my Landorus, but Dynamaxing Landorus doesn't really get me that much in my opinion. I slowly lose the war right here. The Necrozma gets the defense boosts, and yeah, it just doesn't seem like much. I'd rather just try to, if I can, I think the way I try to win this game is by getting Intimidates off consistently right here, but we'll see. Shastic does activate its own policy. I'm not too surprised here. Into the Necrozma does activate the weakness policy right here. And what are we gonna see? It's gonna be a Steel Spike. I imagine I can figure out who it is. Starting down the Landis. Do we survive? No. Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted Kyogre more health, because I could Dynamax the Kyogre safely. Like I could have brought in the Kyogre. I could have went for the swap the Landorus for the Zacian, and my Kyogre would have been very like, this would have been a very possible game. As if I even read this attack with Zacian, like I don't think I get any benefit, right? Because maybe I can knock out the Mimikyu, but then if they have Rillaboom in the back, they just get a free switch to Rillaboom. So I don't think I really got much out of this turn, and that's kind of the thing that was like really bad here. I mean, I think the game's 100% over at this point, but I guess I'll attempt. I guess I go for the double protect here. I guess I need a triple in order for a chance here. Maybe that's possible. But yeah, I'm gonna Max Geyser. I'm gonna go for the double protect with the Zacian. Because if they just start on my Kyogre, I mean, I'm hoping that it's Rillaboom back, and then maybe like I can clean up the cross. It just doesn't seem right, man. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna work here. That was the worst possible turn one that could have been. The Choice Scarf, crit the Poliwag didn't matter. Crit the Kyogre 100% mattered right here. I protect the Zacian. Let's see. Let's see what they go for. Probably a Quake. It's going to be Quake, probably into the Zacian, I imagine, because he wanted to get rid of the Zacian. Yep, okay. So, yeah, I had to go for the Protect there. I couldn't survive the attack on its own. I'm going to need a triple Protect, though. I'm going to need a triple Protect, and that's going to be really hard to see. It's going to be Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt Mimikyu. Really? Okay. Rain stops. I need the triple here. I need the triple. There's really no other play. I can't even max guard Kyogre here. I have to go for the Max Geyser, and I have to go for the triple. If I get the triple, there's a chance. I have to live Shao Sneak, and I also have to deliver a Rillaboom attack, but it's definitely possible, I suppose. The only problem is... Okay! Please target the Zacian. Please target the Zacian. And they did go for the Max Quake into the... Yep. Okay. Wait, hold up. Maybe there's something here. Maybe there's something. Okay. There's no way Mimikyu is this Behemoth Blade unless you're Babiri Berry for some reason. Okay. Thunderbolt in Kyogre. Doesn't do that much. I didn't lock myself in the movie yet, right? No, I hard swapped in Dynamax. Okay, so Max Geyser into the Necrozma right here. Just not doing enough, but the fact that Dynamax is over and Max Geyser, I mean, it gives me a chance, right? I think that chance is like really valuable here, though. So, Kyogre, you feel like handling the Necrozma here? Now Rain is set up, though. Rain is set up now. I didn't have Rain last one. I think this KOs actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Protecting the Necrozma. That's fair, but that's fine. And we're gonna see a Behemoth Blade be fired off into Mimikyu. Okay, hold on. Can we actually steal back this game? I can see myself stealing back this game here. Behemoth Blade into Mimikyu. It wasn't Babiri Berry, so goodbye Mimikyu. Don't be some Rocky Helmet weird thing here. Okay, Mimikyu goes down. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Max Geyser through to protect is actually some decent damage. Might be important because it might put it in range of the Origin Pulse right here. It's gonna be really close though. It's +2 special defense. But Kyogre is a demonic Pokemon right here. Should be Rillaboom. It was Incineroar? Wait, why were they so aggressive on the Zacian then? I don't know if I win this. I mean, granted, I can go for Sacred Sword into the Necrozma. And I can go for Origin Pulse. I have no clue if I even KO. I probably don't even KO Necrozma. Necrozma has amazing physical defense here. Fake Out comes out into Zacian. I missed the Origin Pulse on the Necrozma. But what did Necrozma go for? Did it Earthquake? Because if it Earthquaked, I really wish I protected them. Okay, Incineroar goes down. It can't be Trick Room, I think, because it had Protect. Shadow Claw. All right, we got to find a... Did I really just miss? Oh, no. I feel like... Wait, hold on. Oh, no. It's probably just Sunsteel... It's Sunsteel Strike, Earthquake, Shadow Claw. Yeah, you don't... I don't think you click Earthquake there. All right, Zacian, you want to KO the Necrozma? You want to KO the Necrozma? Unfortunate, man. Very unlucky game. Very unlucky. If I had the Origin Pulse, I win. If I hit the Origin Pulse, I win. I'm actually really surprised the Incineroar targeted down the Zacian right there. But maybe they fought... I mean, if they're... I mean, yeah. I mean, if I have Protect on the Ogre, then I just double Protect and you lose. Because I know you don't have Trick on the Cross most likely. Let's look at their team. Let's look at their team. Biggie Berry, Snarl, Prism Armor, and Necrozma Policy. Yeah, Earthquake, Shadow Claw, Sunsteel Strike. Not too surprising. The Wiki Berry on the Feeny. Mental or Mimikyu with Thunderbolt for some reason. I guess they were like... Are they even min attack? Mimikyu, they're not even min attack. For Shadow Stick to do, I guess, the least amount of damage. He had the Choice Scarf, Calyrex with Bulldoze, and Psychic for some reason. Terrain Extender Rillaboom with Drain Punch. That's just, I guess, something you'll face in the Great Ball tier. Unfortunate for me. Third one was just really hard, and I think I made the best plays possible to come back. We actually got the triple protect, and then we got robbed because of the Origin Pulse. But we also got robbed turn one, so that game was just wild. Not really much to say. And that is the show. Poliwag putting in somewhat work right there. Of course, the third game, it was a little bit of a dice roll, but that always happens when you have a fast, inaccurate sleep move. And then the fourth game, that was just really unfortunate right there. But it was a pretty close one and probably pretty enjoyable to watch. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really does help me out. Leave a comment down below as well. You can check out the rest of the details of the team and the creator down below the description. You can try out the render code while it is available. And of course, check out the rest of my Series 12 content where there's a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.